Henry Armstrong, 124 pounds, he beat the 146-pound champ. So, you never know. Anything can happen when two men are in a ring or in a basketball court. Anything can happen.
Give me a number.
He has an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something.
Boxing fans, it's not just fist anymore. Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford are trading threats, shoves, and mind games. Both camps say the other man is finished, but who's really telling the truth? Let's break it all down. The rivalry between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is no longer just about boxing. It's personal. At the latest press conference, Crawford's camp sent a clear warning. Canelo is about to take a beating like never before. The words were sharp, the energy hostile, and the fight's intensity just went up another level.
Because he is an effing beast.
Well, he been in there with Bud, so he understands, what Bud can bring to what brings to the table. So he just giving that warning out to this, not only Canelo, he giving the warning out to all the bettors out there that's going to bet against Bud. You fuck up and lose your money.
Head trainer from Crawford's camp ahead of Canelo, Stephen Edwards.
Crawford's head trainer, Stephen Edwards, even praised Canelo for bringing in welterweight star Jaron Boots Ennis as a sparring partner. Ennis, known for his switch-hitting style and relentless pace, is one of the few fighters who can mimic Crawford. Edwards admitted it was a smart move, but insisted that no matter what, Crawford still has the edge. To him, Ennis is a sign that Canelo respects the challenge but won't escape defeat.
So even if he's not at his exact physical peak, which he's probably not at 37, he's still in his prime because his mind processes so well and he understands how to fight that smooth fight without being so just rigid and taking so much punishment and having to give up so much.
Crawford's strength coach, Cadet Fortune, was even bolder. On social media, he told fans straight up, Bud is going to beat the brakes off Canelo and prove he's the greatest of all time. He followed with, "We're good. I'm good. All is well." The message was clear. Team Crawford isn't just training hard, they're brimming with confidence.
You mentioned Larry Merchant at the beginning of the interview.
Yeah, legend.
So let me go back to Larry Merchant here. I asked Merchant a couple weeks ago, I said, do you think that Terence Crawford has a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez? And Larry looked at me and said, did Ray Leonard get an official decision over Marvelous Marvin Hagler? And I said, yes, he did. He said, if that's the case, then Terence Crawford can beat Canelo.
Canelo's response, however, has been cold and controlled. He's not wasting energy on insults. Instead, he told reporters, "I want to continue making history, and Crawford will feel the power of my fist." His focus remains on defending his undisputed super middleweight crown. He respects Crawford as a threat, but his words show he's saving the real answers for inside the ring.
Yeah, I respect Crawford and everything that he's doing, but he just moved up from 147, so I'm just going to treat him as a 147-pounder. He's jumping up 3 weight classes to fight someone who was like the #1 fighter in all of boxing, The jump would be hard, even if it was just like some top 10.
Evan Haney, preparing for his own big fight, gave his prediction too. He's backing Crawford. Haney says Bud has the discipline, the IQ, the skills to win. Canelo has the size, but if anyone can pull this off, it's Bud. Haney acknowledged that Crawford is moving up to weight classes, a massive risk, but he believes Crawford's fight IQ could be the deciding factor.
Crawford he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he said he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's going to be successful.
Liverpool's Liam Smith disagrees. He sees Canelo's preparations, especially sparring with Boots Ennis, as proof that Canelo is approaching this strategically. Smith predicts a Canelo win, either by late stoppage or decision, saying the Mexican star's power and composure will eventually take over.
Canelo getting old. He is. The next fight of Canelo will tell the story. It really will tell the story. It really will tell that story, because at the end of the day, the first thing that goes on a boxer 90% of the time is is their attention. Do you know what I mean? The attention span and the feet. The last thing that will ever go is his power.
Coach Ismail Saleh has added another angle. He believes Crawford can win, but only with the defensive. Counterpunching style similar to Floyd Mayweather. Saleh has explained that Mayweather's shoulder roll, patience, and counter shots exposed Canelo years ago. If Crawford adopts a similar approach, Saleh thinks he has a real chance.
September 13th, I will become the first male three-time undisputed champion of the world. Listen, like I always said, I'm a big fan of Canelo. He's a great fighter, but I think I'm better. Everything that I have inside myself with the tools that I have, I'm capable of doing anything that I want in the ring. And come September 13th, I will become the first male three-time undisputed champion.
Crawford himself has shown nothing but respect for Canelo's skills. In interviews, he rejected the idea that Canelo is just a puncher. He called Canelo a complete fighter, balanced, dangerous, versatile, but made it clear his team is preparing for everything, not just the power.
I'm definitely honored to be in that situation and a position to share the ring with another great. It's going to be a hell of a night come September 13th.
Everyone is convinced. Legendary trainer Abel Sanchez says Crawford simply doesn't have the size or strength to handle Canelo's punches. He warned, once Canelo lands, it'll feel like getting hit by a truck. Wherever he hits, it damages. In his view, Crawford's added weight won't change his punch resistance against a naturally stronger fighter.
I think, to be honest, you don't want to sit there and brawl with Canelo, but at some point you're going to have to fight him. You know what I'm saying? You can't let it.
Sanchez also stressed that Crawford must engage to win. He can't just move and jab, he'll have to fight in spurts. But that's exactly where Canelo is most dangerous, with counters and body shots. With Crawford slowing down at 38, relying more on IQ than pure speed, Sanchez believes it's a high-risk strategy.
And all that, because his hands are definitely way faster than Canelo, but just the weight and the way that Canelo fights, he's not going to back up against Crawford.
Yeah, I don't think Crawford's going to be able to hurt him. Even if he lands a home run punch, I think Canelo's going to be able to walk right through it.
But he's going to be able to do.
Critics also point to Crawford's last fight against Israel Madrimov in 2024. It was a tough, close battle, and Crawford absorbed more clean shots than usual. At his age, some wonder if he can really handle the size, power, and ring smarts of a younger, stronger Canelo Alvarez, and that's the story of this fight. Crawford's team is supremely confident, calling for history to be made. Canelo's team is calm, measured, and preparing for every possibility. Both sides know what's at stake: legacy, history, and greatness. So who do you believe? Is Crawford's speed, IQ, and confidence enough to shock the world again? Or will Canelo's power, size, and experience prove too much to overcome? Drop your predictions in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns. This isn't just boxing, this is history.